Day 155. Chilly morning on the lake, but it's pretty damn nice. Moon's almost full. It's in the waning period, so I actually get it in the morning. It's all high. Look at that. Boom. It's rare you can get the moon on video. There's pit toilets in 2 miles and mini crater lake. That's kind of exciting. Odd glow coming from the right of the lake. The moon's to the left, but there's a glow to the right. Yep. Alright, so try to make 20-something miles today. No problem. Get into whatever that little lodge is. Score some buffet. Fill my pockets up and be on my way. That's the plan for the day. We'll see how it turns out. I hear there's lots of uphill and sand, and that's a pretty horrible combination, but everybody always makes everything out to be way worse than it really is. So, I'm not expecting much. You know, you hear this from Sobos. They're not true and tested yet, you know. They're only, 600 miles in at this point. So take everything they say with a grain of salt. As well we should. We've got a little crater lake down here. This thing is clear. I mean, it's probably only like 30-ish feet down that I can see, but I can see logs all the way to the bottom, even at night. Oh, there's fish in here. Nice. But there's just a drop off in a steep blue. The moon is reflecting off of it. Pretty cool. Hopefully the sun comes up soon so I can really see it. I'm really here for the pit toilets. But, you know, a little crater lake is pretty cool to see in the meantime. The sun is just starting to come up. Today is a day of uphills. So, the place to eat is 18 miles away. Coincidentally, the next 18 miles are uphill. But I guess since we're headed towards a large mountain range, the Cascades, I'm assuming there's going to be a lot of uphill in my future. I have to download, when I get to Cascade Locks, I get to download the map for the next section and kind of get a quick visual of what I'm in for. According to the sign, the Yeti danger is medium. But, you know, since I'm a Yeti hunter and I'm in the area and, you know, someone want revenge for what I did to their mamas, we're going to change that to high. Bring it on, Yetis. According to rumor, this is the area, we're getting into the area at least, where the Bigfoot sightings happen. Where Bigfoot hunters, shit you not, those exist. I wonder what Bigfoot hunting pays like. Because I could go out and hunt absolutely nothing and never come back with anything. I have that skill set. I'll even skin what I don't catch and I don't kill. Skin it, gut it, eat it, you know, because they're never going to catch it. And also, this place I'm headed to, which I cannot remember the name of, all I remember is the word buffet, which is actually an acronym for big, ugly, fat fucks eating together. But anyway, that was where they used the outside of it for The Shining. Yeah, so they got Jack Nicholson's axe, or maybe a replica, I'm not sure. Probably a replica, because I hear it has, here's Johnny carved into the handle. So I'm going with it, it's just a random axe. Who knows? But they allow me to hold it, so... You know, if I end up chopping my way through a door and sticking my head through, that's their fault. That's their fault. You don't hand axes to guys that look like this. Whew. You can definitely tell this place gets way more rain than the other ones. Way greener. Not nearly as cold. Sun's up now, so it's definitely tolerable. I mean, I'm still wearing my gloves on gloves, but I have my forearm sticking out, you know, to help regulate the temperatures. Don't feel like stopping to take anything off, so... Try to ride out the nighttime outfit as long as I can right now because I hate changing it, getting to something warmer, and then going around the backside of a mountain and it's cold again. I am sensitive. All right, 15 miles maybe? And if that building is the outside of where they filmed The Shining, does that mean that hedge maze is there? That's all I remember is lots of snow, hedge maze. Hedge maze, hedge maze, not a hedge mage. But I guess I don't really care about all that. I just care about the buffet. I somehow doubt I'm going to eat the buffet and go wander in a maze. But stranger things have happened. Maybe I'll find a hammocking spot and I get to sleep in it. No. I'm hiker trash, but I'm not that. Yeah, I'd totally do it. I totally would. If I thought I could get away with it, I'm that kind of asshole. But if you don't get caught, nobody cares. Well, I might be fucked. I think this is where my spring was supposed to be. Why else would there be hoses coming out right there? Shite. It said as of like a week or so ago that it was still flowing. But I think that's the last water for like 11 miles. Yeah, I don't see anywhere else it would be. Yikes. And we wander around a little bit and hope for the best. Squeeze some of this mud out into my filter or something. Nah. Okay, I think I can go 11 miles without water. Oh yeah, especially if I have canopy. Do what we gotta do, huh? So, 12 miles to the next water source. We're crossing roads, coming across a parking lot, stuff like that. So I'm hoping for something, maybe some trail magic. It's Tuesday, so I kind of doubt it. Maybe a small trickle will be running across the trail. Those aren't always listed as water sources, so something will come along. I doubt this is where I die. I can only assume that that is Mount Hood. She looks cold. Oh, that looks a lot like the last one I saw. I'd have to see them side by side to tell the difference. Still a lot of snow up there. I can see why, man. It's still cold. It's quite the beautiful path. Happens to be going downhill right now. We're headed towards a road. I can totally hear it. And if you were going to die of dehydration on any path, this would be a great one. It's really soft. So when I finally collapse, I don't break any teeth out or anything unless I hit that rock. I don't feel like there's going to be any sort of trail magic at this intersection. It sounds a little major. Things sound like they're going pretty fast. But I'll keep my fingers crossed. I haven't even checked how much water I've had. I'm kind of scared to look. Ooh, yeah, that's what I got. That's just going to be enough to keep my mouth moist for the next... I think I only have 10-ish, maybe 9 miles to go. Who knows, though? I might be delusional already. No liquidy refreshments. We hear there's peaches on the trailhead, so ran into this nice lady. She had water. I didn't even bother yo-yoing. I went over straight up, said, "Hey, can I please have some water?" But I know when you got a rig like that, you got water. So she's helped us out, and then she said, "Hey, do you know there's peaches down on the trailhead?" So we just dropped our stuff and came on over, man, because there's peaches on the trailhead. You don't hear that every day. Yesterday, a woman told me I smelled sweet. You don't hear that every day. It's a day of stuff you don't see every day. Look at that. Oh, damn, pears and whatnot. What? So while we were sitting here, they decided to start feeding us. Now we're never going to go away. So by asking for water, those people totally hooked us up with all sorts of food and candy and water. Most importantly, water. They didn't want us taking their picture because they're on the lam. So they don't exist. We have learned that there is no dinner buffet. There is a dinner at the place, but not a buffet. So now we're thinking do a short day-to-day roll in for breakfast tomorrow. Back to the original plan. It's got to be a buffet, man. I'm a hungry hiker. So I'm just going to wander, take our time today. Really wish that little crater thingy, the mini crater lake, was up further. Because, I wouldn't mind at least being able to look down into it. But too late, it's miles behind. Maybe there'll be something else cooler up ahead. Probably not, but fuck it. I'm gonna take an easy day. Since we're ahead of schedule for breakfast, we're gonna take a nice light day. We're gonna go down and check out Twin Lakes. 2 of them, obviously. But we're just gonna check out the first one. If we don't like it, we'll carry on to the next. But it's a freaking lake. How do you not like it? So just take a nice, easy, mellow day, hang out here for a few hours. Soak my feet, get us a little suntan. We all know I could use that. And carry on just a couple more miles, wake up and eat breakfast. Sounds like a glorious plan. This is great, man. It's raining little pine needles. Look at the sunshine on the water down there. There's all these great campsites. Nice. And not a soul around. It is ours. Yarg. I claim this. Ah, that's a nice looking little lake. I hope it's kind of warm. Let's go dip our toesies in and find out. So First Lake's pretty cool, man. It's got a bunch of birds that came out here and did my little Snow White thing, and it was all over me. It wasn't food, they just come to hang out with me. Yeah, of course. So, being hikers, we can't just sit in one spot all day. We don't know how. So we're going to hang out here for a few hours, have a safety meeting or two, carry on to the next of the twin lakes, and probably do the same thing there. It's a beautiful lake, though. Or pond. It's a really big pond. I'm doing a little mini migration over to the other lake, Upper Twin Pond, or Twin Lake, I'm not even sure what they call it. Tons of like day hikers on here, but they all know what the PCT is, and they're all chatty, and I'm chatty, so yeah, it's good times. It gives me a reason to slow down and stop. I'm in no hurry at all today. I like that. This is how hiking should be. You hike like, you know what, I did like 13, oh, sorry, sun's getting you. Oh, hike like 13 or so. I'm gonna do this shit backwards, because I'm a badass. But did 13 or so, and then, you know, chill at a lake. And then walk another mile or two, chill at another lake, talk to some locals, get some free food, get my ass saved by some water. You know, it's been a good day. But every day should be like this. This having to do 25 miles and stuff just kind of sucks. I mean, you know, it's the name of the game. It's what I have to do now. But through hike should be 15 miles a day. Maybe if I just started early and didn't take any zeros, I could probably do 15 a day, huh? Alright, it's a lie, they're not twins. This lake's the ugly one. This is the ugly sister. It's kind of green. It's got a lot of mud and logs. And it's even smaller. You's ugly. Unfortunately for me, there's not water for 6 more miles, so I gotta filter this crap. This is where all the deer come. I see deer print everywhere. So there's gonna be some deer poop in this. And some sort of big dog, I'm guessing. It's probably just somebody's dog. Oh, water's clear enough. We've decided to set up camp about 5 miles away from breakfast. Diligent again. I set up my tarp and all that, even though it's totally not going to rain. It's getting in the habit, getting a little faster, getting it a little lower. Getting the hang of it, slowly but surely. Kind of a few people around. We got trail magic. There's a guy that's following a hiker around and doing trail magic everywhere she's at. And he brought watermelon and beer. Very cool. I'll take it. He also has showers up at his rig, but I just showered like 4 days ago, so maybe 5. So I'm pretty much clean, you know. Good enough. Okay, so it's getting, as I get lower though, I'm having to scooch to get in here. But, you know, hey, it works. I was able to make coffee this morning while I was in my hammock, but unfortunately I had to pee, so I had to get out of my hammock, so I'm like, that just defeats the purpose. So I'm not going to bother with that again. I'm going to make my coffee in my usual fashion, just sitting on my Tyvek in my little purple, or my big purple tent. Hey, breakfast buffet in the morning. Good time.